Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Anda sedang menonton Agenda Awani, dan di Agenda Awani isu pendidikan sentiasa difikirkan tapi bukan terasing. Dalam kelompok pemikiran masyarakat itu, pendidikan itu jugalah akademik, pendidikan juga bukan akademik, pendidikan juga tentang menyelamat nyawa mereka yang menghadapi bencana, kerana kita tahu tenaga pengajar dan pelajar kita juga membantu dalam aktivisme untuk membantu mereka yang memerlukan. Dalam konteks itu, saya gembira hari ini saya ada peluang untuk merangkumkan perbincangan seperti itu di Agenda Awani dengan wakil institusi pendidikan yang cukup penting di Malaysia. Bagaimana untuk melahirkan graduan yang cemerlang dan holistik itu sentiasa kita bicarakan. Tapi kerap mereka yang skeptik itu melihatnya secara mudah. Kita cakap saja kita nak lahirkan holistik, tetapi A itu lebih penting. Hari ini institusi yang mempunyai langkah-langkah spesifik dan konkret, iaitu University Taylors. Saya nak memperkenalkan Dr Pradeep Nair, Timbalan Chancellornya, TNC, nama glamournya, gelaran jawatan itu. What I was alluding to, atau apa yang saya gambarkan itu adalah, mungkin akhirnya kita memerlukan sesuatu yang spesifik. Kita kerap cakap kita nak graduan holistik, pelajar holistik. Tetapi bila tiba musim peperiksaan, itu mendominasi segalanya. Minggu ini, minggu UPSR, maka jurubu atau tidak, malah ada pemimpin yang katakan jangan jadikan jurubu alasan. Tapi kalau saya asma dan saya memang menghadapi masalah, jadi bagi saya melihat kepada hasilnya, outcome, looking at the outcome, ramai orang yang mempunyai dana trilion dolar Amerika pun mengatakan saya tidak akan melabur dalam syarikat atau kumpulan manusia yang tidak pernah mengalami kegagalan dan tidak tahu cara untuk berinteraksi. Jadi A bukan segalanya. Kita tahu tu. Tapi bagaimana nak bawa itu masuk dalam institusi pendidikan? Taylor saya rasa mempunyai pendekatan terhadap perkara ini, kerana tadi kita berbincang bahawa bukan satu transkrip akademik sahaja daripada semester 1 sampailah semester akhir, apa subjek dan apa jumlah mata dan juga CGPA dan sebagainya, tetapi ada transkrip lain. Cuma saya nak minta doktor jelaskan dalam konteks persepsi di sekolah pun, kita wakil negara sekalipun, akhirnya orang cuma tanya berapa A, berapa SPM. Jadi dalam konteks itu, doktor, bagaimana doktor melihat langkah Taylors untuk transkrip ini?
Yes. So first of all, thank you for having us on your show. It's a great pleasure to be on this show. The concept of holistic education is not something that is new.
Okay.
If we go back in time, if we go to the concept of sekolah pondok,
okay,
if we go to the concept of the missionary schools, or even the religious schools, regardless of what religion, I think the education was more than just about academic excellence. It was about building the character,
developing human being.
Yes, developing the spiritual side of the individual, towards becoming a better person and a better citizen as a whole. But we must accept that throughout the last 50 or 60 years, as countries industrialized, the demand of the workforce that was needed in these countries began to change. I remember industries coming back and telling us that, it's not just good enough to have degrees. We want graduates who can hit the ground running.
Yep.
So, if you ask your father or even my father, they will tell you that in their universities they studied philosophy, history, art, but as countries industrialized, the industry itself demanded for graduates with specific skills. So universities naturally evolved their degrees to a point where today these degrees focus largely on discipline-specific knowledge. However, if you look at some statistics, in 2013, Job Street published quite a shocking result of a survey they conducted, where they said that over 50% of fresh graduates are not able to obtain a job within the first six months, despite their academic qualifications. If we take a look at the Ministry of Higher Education study that was done in late 2012, the study revealed that 1/4 or 25% of all graduates remained unemployed in this country. The World Bank in 2013 published that 1 in 5 degree holders under 25 still remain unemployed. So I think we are beginning to see a trend across the world and in Malaysia where many graduates are coming out of universities and struggling to find jobs. When we talk to the employers are saying that, yes, we want graduates with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. That's a prerequisite. Yes, we are looking at their grades, but that's just to shortlist them for the interview.
Okay.
So the reality today is that your degree merely enables you to get shortlisted.
It's just your business card.
It's what gets you through the door. Now, to get the job, it's about who you are, what you represent, your ability to articulate your thoughts. A lot of this is often referred to as soft skills.
Okay.
And I'd like to say that soft skills have become the hard skills that employers are looking for today.
They are soft, but they are a must.
Yes.
In that sense.
Yes.
Some say that if you read reports, quarter of, let's say, every year there's 200,000 graduates. Quarter, within the first 6 months, 50,000 wouldn't find anywhere to be employed. And if we add that up, I think the Prime Minister's department, through the Minister in the Prime Minister's department, has been quoted before, saying that maybe we have around 150 to 160 unemployed graduates. So, if the competition is so tough, what would be the new differentiator? Because I would like to come to it not from the very, very demoralizing thought that, we have so many unemployed. Even if I graduate, I'll be having chances 1 in 4 that nobody will take me. I would like to turn that into a proactive stance whereby, if I know the competition is tough, what do I do?
Okay.
How do I equip myself? We go for the first break, but once we are back, what do I do, especially in tailors, has already been strategized. So let's share that strategy right after this short break. Anda masih menonton Agenda Awani dan saya masih bersama dengan Timbalan Mat Chancellor University Taylors. Dr. Pradeep, if I can put it in a coin, like, how do I make sure that I have a higher chance of getting employed?
Okay.
And that's a no-brainer. But Taylors has got a specific way and strategy. If we can go back to the second transcript, what is imbued into the system that you have been part of that will straight away put your students in that environment to have that competitive
So let's go back
advantage.
to the Job Street survey. The survey also revealed that 67% of the fresh graduates didn't get jobs because they demanded for a salary which employers felt was a little too high.
Okay.
About 60% didn't get jobs because they lacked communication skills. About 55% didn't get jobs because they didn't have the required skill sets that employers were looking for. So as we begin to study why young, fresh graduates are not being employed upon graduation, we can summarize it in the lack of the 5 C's. Right?
Okay.
I like saying this because, it's a contrast to the A's.
Okay.
Right? Now, the 5 C's are communication, collaboration, critical thinking and problem solving, creativity and innovation, and cultural adaptation. Right? So
That sounds frightening for many people.
Well,
To have all at the same time.
Okay, so one of the things that inspired us to introduce the second transcript at Taylor's is that if you look at universities, not just in Malaysia but all around the world, most of these universities are aware that graduates need those soft skills to be able to get the job.
Yes.
The industry have numerous times fed back to the university, even got themselves involved in the curriculum design and said these are the things that you should be focusing on as you train or teach these students. So industry knows about it, the government knows about it, the lecturers in the university know about it, the university administrators know about it, but do the students know? So here's the conundrum that we find ourselves in. Malaysians, Asians largely, grow up because it's ingrained in them that success in life is measured by your A's. From kindergarten, from primary school, from secondary school. And even those, let's be honest, even those who say that A's are not enough, when they go home after a hard day's work, when they talk to their kids, they also say, so how did you do in your exams? So exams have become the barometer of how one is successful in life. So the second transcript was based on a very basic philosophy that if we want to change the game, we need to make the student aware of what he doesn't have so that he can focus on that and then acquire the skill. So the students are coming to us, whether from primary, secondary school into the universities, in their mind, the measure of success of my life will be the A or the grades that I get in my degree. How do we rewire them? So the second transcript was based on a program we designed where at the first stage of the program, over the first 6 months, we get the student to know themselves better, to be able to assess their strengths, their weaknesses, the opportunities that they have, do their own SWOT analysis, identify which of those skills they're very good at, which of those skills they're not very good at. So do a bit of a skills audit. And through this audit, develop a personal development plan.
This is the first semester.
This is in the first semester of their foundation year. So we take them away for 3 days and 2 nights in a discovery session. We get professional facilitators, every one of them that volunteer for the
This is not
award.
under the school, but a separate initiative?
Yeah, we have a separate center called the Shine Award Center that administers this program. So students who sign up for the Shine Award program that leads to the second transcript, they are taken away into an environment where they work with professional facilitators and help design a personal development plan.
The word is facilitate.
Yes.
You don't tell them what to do.
We don't.
Just show them
we
the
don't.
way.
The idea is you need to know and own that journey because it's your life. And what we're trying to do is not repeat the same approach or errors that the formal education system has brought us to. The formal education system...
So you're acknowledging that it's an error?
Well, the formal education system prescribes, I tell you what you must learn. If you're going to do this degree, here's what you must learn, here's what, here's how the outcomes are. We're trying to move into a space where students design their own learning journey in the Shine Award program. And they because not all the students are the same. Some may be very good at something, maybe very weak at something else. So get them to design and own the learning journey. So this is the most important part of the second transcript program, that the student must know what he doesn't know and then pursue it to improve himself.
Is a choice or is a compulsory program?
Because the Shine Award program was introduced in September last year, so we have started off by making this voluntary, but the response from the students and their parents has been absolutely amazing. So we've got over 1,600 students now.
Just for the benefit of everybody and trying to be neutral here, so does it matter to the employer that you have a second transcript? Would they even ask for it? Do they even care? And has it been proven? That's the question we'll ask Doctor right after this short break. Thank you for still watching Agenda Awani, and Doctor was just explaining to me about this platform in Taylor's that you know, not just look at the academic side, but complete the talent coming out of the university. And you can sign up for a program, you'll be facilitated to learn all the 5 C's that you have mentioned. But would it be recognized? If I go for a job interview, if I'm your graduate, would I even have a chance to play? Hey, you might want to look at this too. I might not get 4 flat there. I'm close, I'm 3.75. But maybe with this, I beat even the 4 flats that you've seen.
So when we designed the second transcript program, there were a lot of engagement sessions with top companies, BMW Malaysia, Shell, Ernst & Young, even the Bar Council of Malaysia. We talked to professional bodies and companies, and over 25 of these companies have already now endorsed the second transcript. Bear in mind, the second transcript program is only a year old so far at Taylor's, and it's an innovation that we're still trying to
There's no graduates yet from this program.
Not yet, because we started it
2 more years.
Yeah, but to answer your question, whether the industry recognizes or even adds a value to it, if you look at a study done by Talent Corp and the World Bank in 2014, employers are willing to pay a premium for soft skills, and their study revealed that if you have 2 cohorts of graduates, one with the soft skills, one without the soft skills, the cohort with soft skills, 43% of this cohort are likely to earn 3,000 ringgit a month and more. And in this cohort, only 11%
And maybe it's not
is likely to earn 3,000
It's
and more.
not just about the paper recognition of the skills. Chances are the people who have gone through the program, the moment they walk through the door of the interview, they will be really different from people who wouldn't have that.
So, you know, there's a book that I really like, and it's called A Whole New Mind by Daniel Pink. In this book, Daniel talks about 6 skills that people will need to thrive in the future. And you know what one of those 6 skills are? It's your ability to tell a story.
Okay.
Daniel argues that we live in a world that is so full of information that a person will listen to you if you say it like a story.
Okay.
The second transcript program is a 4-year journey from his foundation year to the final year. They go through 4 packages. In the first package, they discover a lot about themselves and they build those skills that they are not very good at. In the second package, they learn about working with other people and leadership skills. In the third package, they focus on their professional skills or job skills. And in the final package, on adapting to the global environment. So they actually have to spend a period of time abroad. Cool. Now, imagine someone who goes through all these 4 packages, all the different workshops and activities and encounters and engagements he or she would have. That's a tremendous story to tell. And imagine at that interview when they say, so, you know, great, you've applied for this job. So tell me about yourself. Okay. This person would be able to really articulate, you know, in a very meaningful manner, that he worked with communities in Cambodia that were unfortunate. He ran his own business. He was able to intern in 3 different companies, etc., etc. So the second transcript does what our education system doesn't do very well.
Cool.
It recognizes what the student does outside the classroom.
And it's also an indicator of that.
Right.
Okay.
And the whole idea why we want to do this is because we believe that over and above academic skills, what graduate needs are life skills and emotional well-being.
I feel really outdated. I didn't go through this. I went to a public university. I've always have this impression that public universities concentrate more on this than private ones. And private ones are supposed to be more on the A's. But, okay, today and tonight have given me a different perspective from that matter. Before we close, the entrepreneurship part, where do you ingrain? Because under the education transformation programs and the education blueprint for higher education, entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial skills are now the focus.
Okay, so the most of our degree programs have entrepreneurship as a module that students undertake. In fact, it is a university-wide core module that is being offered. But I don't want to focus about studying a subject of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is probably best learned through doing. Right? The whole concept of learning by doing. And we have, for example, in our business school, we have a project where they actually run a business with people who are completely deaf working. So it's a business called Deaf by Coffee. And many of our other schools have examples in which they've required students to live through their entrepreneurial journey. But the second transcript is critical to being a successful entrepreneur, because a successful entrepreneur is a risk taker. He's supremely confident of himself. He or she has tremendous skills in managing several things at a time, managing his time, dealing with stress. And this is what the second transcript focuses on. The idea is to be able to build students' ability in collaboration, in communication, in critical thinking, innovation, in problem solving, and being able to adapt to different cultures and situations. So I think just doing entrepreneurship as a subject without actually learning the traits that you need to become a successful entrepreneur, I think the traits are what really will stand out for you as you go and do something on your own in life.
And we know that students are not robots. They have the emotions and they come to you when the adrenaline is at its peak. You know, you have to come again, because I want to ask that human side, the ability to withstand failure. And sometimes the drawback of this is if we put it as a package and people, but you know, my kid, he or she is very introvert. I worry when they have to go out and all that. So you can come back.
I've got this great story to tell you. When we are back.
You have to come back, because this is all the time we have for today. Promise you that I'll go and visit tailors myself. So that's only fair that I see it up close. Terima kasih banyak kepada anda kerana telah menonton. Hantarkan pandangan anda sendiri kepada pelbagai platform yang Astro Awani ada, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube dan sebagainya. Ataupun terus muat turun aplikasi Mudah Alih iOS dan Android, kerana anda boleh menonton dan juga memberi pandangan secara langsung di gadget Mudah Alih kegemaran anda. Sekian, selamat malam. Terima kasih. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.